Chris Baker. I was born and bred in the district. Bonnie Glen, it's a mixed enterprise. Everything we do, wool, merino sheep, fat lambs, cattle. Do a bit of grain only for our own use, not for resale. It's mainly just for our own use, but it's a mixed enterprise. My father always said, when one's bad, you've got to have the other to go on to, so make some money. Anything we go to crop, we lime before we crop it, before we actually sow it and incorporate it into the soil. Just to try and improve those paddocks because we were trying to incorporate it in, using that incorporation technique. We actually lime them before to work the crop in. We fertilise the place half at a time, so half one year, then half the next year. So as we're not raising the acid too far, we're just trying to maintain our levels, give our clover growth, the engine room of the place, that bit of a kick because we're taking out of the soil. The paddock I'm standing in, well, it was a paddock I sowed down to Triticale. The soil type here changes across the paddock very greatly. Mainly these bottom end and up through the centre, it's very wet through winter, where crop struggles. So I actually didn't sow it down to it. And I thought, well, I've got to shut it up anyway for the crop side of things. I thought, oh, well, it gives me a chance of, instead of shutting up another paddock, I've got this area that I couldn't sow down, that I can grow a bit of millet in for the lambs when I put them on the stubble. I was just trying to utilise that bit of ground, which was poor vegetation state, to grow a bit of millet in, to get a bit of green feed to finish lambs. Hopefully that allows for some of the more beneficial grasses like the fleurises to get on a bit in the paddock. I like doing a mix instead of just being straight millet, just to give them a different diet to try and help the health of the stock realistically. Get a bit of that legume also in with it. It'll have, when it goes in, millet, cowpea. I put a bit of oats in actually to work with the cowpea so I can evenly spread the cowpea through. And not only that, it gives it a bit of a longevity of the millet, because as soon as we get a frost, the millet's gone, whereas the oats underneath will still be there. It'll be slower, but when it's gone, it'll try to take over. I might even throw a bit of grey stripe sunflower in it, just to give the neighbours something to talk about. Oh, we've only got a rough setup. We've got an agro drill with a small seed box on the back. So the cowpea will be mixed with oats and going in at the, say, 2-inch depth, up to 60 mil, to try and get down on the moisture. And the middle will go in on top through the small seed box, harrowed in, then rolled in behind. It was mainly to take out some of them intrusive grasses that are not beneficial to our enterprises, like the Velpia grass, the fog grass, the pinreed. Try and improve the soil in a way to break it out, that cycle of that out of it. I'll actually put a bit of white clover maybe in with the millet to get a bit of clover legume in down in here in this wet area. Something that likes being a bit waterlogged at times. Hopefully with the millet, bit of the root structure of the millet, which will stay there prominent, it won't be taken out. It'll hold that soil together, give it a bit of dry matter in that area, a bit of humus layer, just to try and break it down to break down that white area. It'll all depend on frost. That's what it'll all depend on. A lot of time with millet, you need a lot of stock to keep it under control. I don't think I'll have any trouble-wise of overgrazing it. It'll be just depending whether we get late frost or early frost. That was one of the limitations here. There was frost about this area only a couple of weeks ago in the low-lying areas, which would have flattened the millet if I'd had it up. We had 32 mils last week, which if I'd already had it in, there would be no concerns at all. Because it would already sort of crusted it down, we would have been right. If we don't get rain again now till after Christmas, the middle will be battling. But I'll probably still have the cowpea oats there as a feed. It won't be a total loss. If anybody shows me something else I like the look of, I'll give it a go. Yeah, it's just one of them things. I'll try anything to have a go at it. If it works, it works. Doesn't, it doesn't.